Welcome to another episode of the Grace Experience. For more information, please visit our website at www.GreenPastures.Church. And now, here's Pastor Zion.
Good morning, GreenPastures.Church. Hello to all my handsome brothers and beautiful sisters in the Lord. Welcome to another episode of the Grace Experience. Thanks for joining us again. I did promise that this Belfast trip is going to be a two-part episode. So it's sunrise here in Belfast already. We've had our coffee and I've had my morning walk as well. It's funny because when I bought coffee from the convenience store just a while ago, so I said, can I get instant coffee, please? And then the man at the cashier at the till asked me, okay, what tape? And I thought to myself, and I asked him as well, sorry, what tape? What do you mean? Yeah, what tape? And then I realized that what he was trying to say was what type, right? It's just because of the accent. And I said, oh, sorry, no, I get you. It's my bad. So see, when you travel, you're the one who needs to adjust, okay? And rightfully so, because this is their land, this is their town, right? You need to adjust with the accent. You need to adjust with how they do things here. It doesn't mean that you change who you are, but that's the beautiful thing about traveling, okay? It just creates awareness, right? That your culture is not the only culture. Your language is not the only language. English is not even my first language. It's hard sometimes because I have to translate it in my head. What's the equivalent English word for this Tagalog or Filipino word? Well, anyway, right. So before everything else, I just want to do a big shout out as well to my friend Lubomir Kotas or Lubo. Thank you, Lubo, for supporting our channel. I remembered him because just a few days ago, I texted him and shared with him a very beautiful news, which I'm also going to share with you later on. So stay tuned. Maybe not on this episode, but who knows? I may be led by the Spirit to share it in this episode, but definitely on the next episodes of the Grace Experience. I'm just going to tease you a bit there, okay? But so I shared with him a good news that happened to me, and he shared with my joy. He was very supportive of what I told him, and then he said, oh, by the way, I'm loving your videos, keep posting them. So shout out to Lubo. Thank you for supporting our channel, because I remembered I gave a shout out to lots of people on the previous episode, and I don't want to miss mentioning Lubo. And of course, I want to say a big shout out and big thank you as well to one of our biggest sponsors in GreenPastures.Church, none other than my aunt Maria Nerissa Remojo. Thank you for being an excellent sponsor of GreenPastures.Church. And if you haven't already, please visit our website at www.greenpastures.church. And wherein you can support young children in the Philippines to finish their schooling, make sure that they have everything to complete their studies, and as well as poor families in the Philippines to have groceries every month. For more information, where your donations go to, please go to to the privacy policy of our website. Again, that's GreenPastures.Church. So thanks again for joining us today. So last night we tackled lots of things, and I just want to do a quick recap about the importance of knowing who to blame, if you can put it that way. Right? If you're going to blame someone for bad things that happen in your life, okay, don't blame God, because no bad thing can come out of God. Every bad thing you see, let me just answer that question that most people, most atheists or most unbelievers and even Christians, that some Christians ask, why do bad things happen to good people? Or if God is real, why does he allow bad things? So see, bad things do not come from God. If you believe that there's a God, you should also believe that there's a devil, right? I remember this show that says that the greatest achievement of the devil is convincing people that he does not exist. Okay, if you know this show, put it on the comments below. I forgot about it, but I've watched it a long time ago. I may have to Google it, but I don't know where to start. So if you know that show, please type it in the comments below. I would love to read it. I would love to know or remember what it is. But it's a very good point. You see, Satan tries so hard to convince you that he does not exist. Okay, so that you would believe God, and that when bad things happen, you would say, well, if God is in control and he's all powerful, why does he allow bad things to happen in my life? No, he's not the one giving you the bad things, right? But there is a devil who wants you to be depressed. There's an enemy who wants you to be frustrated, to be disappointed, to focus on the things that you do not have, to focus on prayers that have not been answered. Okay, he wants you to focus on your defeat. He wants you to focus on depression, on your emotional distress, okay, on your mental trauma or your psychological traumas, on the bad things that happened in your past, right? Rather than on the good things, the excellent things waiting for you in your future, right? So there is a devil, and his name is Satan, okay? And but he has no power. He has no power unless you allow him to have power, or unless you let him make you doubt that God loves you. The Bible tells us that which father among you, Jesus asked the people listening to him preach, which among you, when your son or when your daughter ask for bread, you would give him a stone? Or if he or she asked for fish, you would give him a snake? So Jesus asked a rhetorical question. He said that if you then, being evil, because naturally speaking, we're all evil, right? Even right now, you can think evil thoughts about me or about anyone else. Well, by the way, if you did think evil thoughts about me or bad things about me, that's forgiven. I forgive you. Okay, so but my point here is, naturally, all of us are evil, right? So we think about bad things. We can do bad things. We can be vengeful. We can be vindictive. We can have that wrong spirit in us. We can be easily frustrated or angered, right? So Jesus said, if you being evil, he's not condemning us. He's just making a statement of fact, right? If you being evil know how to give good things to your children, how much more your Father in heaven, right? So he's asking, he's comparing. It's like it's like a comparison, right? If we being evil know how to give good things to the people around us, if we know how to be good to those who are also good to us, then how much more our Father in heaven, because he is goodness personified. He's not just good, he is goodness. He is love. So more about that later on. And as I've said a while ago, we've had our coffee, we've had our breakfast. We're going to take you to the Giant's Causeway. So stick around. We're all ready to go. So what are we waiting for? Let's go!
That wraps up today's episode of the Grace Experience. Join us again next time for a fresh message about Jesus and His grace. Thank you for supporting our ministry, and God bless y'all.